Hey everybody, it's your girl Angie. Welcome back to Kiss My Cheeks TV. It is time for the weekend in reality reviews. Love and Marriage Huntsville is last on the list. I titled this episode Inappropriate Questions for All. It seemed like every scene this episode was manufactured with production field inappropriate questioning. People being in people's business a little bit too much. I don't want this to be long because majority of the cast irritated me this week. So let me give my 2 cents. Y'all jump in the comments. Let me know what y'all thought about this week's episode. Go ahead, hit like and subscribe right now. And then we going to be on for next week. Up first, the boys are playing basketball, and this is the storyboard of the episode. The boys are playing basketball. Marceau got to bring up his secret counseling session. And then Lewis has to go tell his wife, Tiffany, that Marceau and Tisha went to secret counseling. And then you see at the end of the episode, Tiffany got to throw the shit right into Tisha's face. See, that's half the episode right there in 30 seconds. But let's get on with it. The first thing we see of excitement was, it wasn't excitement for me. It aggravated me. Mel and Martell have another fight. Everybody at the pool, everybody look good in their swimsuit. Tisha, you look good in the lime neon green. That was a cute color on you. And, everybody chilling. They just want to relax. Where is Mel? Why couldn't y'all leave Mel where she was? She'll come outside. See, that's how I am when we on vacation. When I'm on vacation, I'm chilling. I'm in the pool. I'm having me a drink. I'm having me a good time. If you want to go dwell in your feelings and look for a woo woo woo, you're not gonna get it from Angie, because Angie paid too much money to be on vacation to be worried about you fighting your ex-husband. You either gonna come outside and have fun, or you sitting there with your feelings by yourself. That's vacation Angie. Now, home Angie might give you a little bit of a woo woo woo, but a vacation that I paid for, no ma'am. But anyway, we all know Oprah paid for this anyway. Let's move on. Out of all the people sitting outside, Martell, who just had a big blow up fight with Melody the day before, thinks it's a good idea for him to be the one to go get her to come outside right now. Production all over that. Production all over that. If her good girlfriend Destiny don't give a fuck, I wouldn't either. Be like, the bitch come outside when she ready. But anyway, Martell goes to get Melody, and Melody, got to throw some stuff at him. Well, what you worried about me for? You was all up in my room at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. I know you slid up in here. And I'm like, where was Destiny at? Like, why would he slide in your room for some sex if Destiny in the next bed? I don't know. I believe it. I believe he probably did it. I don't put nothing past Martell. But anyway, I don't care nothing about them sliding in at 1 o'clock, because I feel like if they was in Huntsville at 1 a.m., if he would have tapped on the door, you would have let him in. But moving on. Melanie has to clear the air from the argument they had the night before. She wants to let him know, like, I need to just say what I got to say because I have triggers. And you be giving off these triggers, and I just got to let you know what my triggers are so we can have a good trip. Let's go through these triggers because I call all bullshit. First, Martell, you make me feel like I don't value my children because you always throw my children in my face. I'm like, Mel, you do the same thing to him. Both of y'all use them kids as bullets towards each other. Like, you want to think about your kids when you had the 5th. You want to think about the 4 when you had the 5. And then, oh, you always throwing my kids. You hurt my feelings with the kids. Like, Melanie, missing with that bullshit. Martell, I believe he gave you I understand. That wasn't good enough for you. So now you have to go to bullet number 2. Your other trigger was, you always talking about my career. You always calling it that bullshit. Mel, if he would have made a song, no shade, just a fact over what y'all said. If he would have made a song about dick sucking and how if you don't do it, go get you a side piece, you would call that some bullshit too. Now, I ain't saying what Martell did was right, but I'm saying You talking about your side piece song to Martell, you should know he probably doesn't care about that. So Martell is like, I said congratulations about your career. No, you didn't. You didn't do it, but Melody, the song came out, I said congratulations. Like they was doing a lot of back and forth. And at some point, Melody did stop talking, and Martell proceeded to explain his side. It seemed like Martell was about to say something reasonable, so Melody had to pipe in. I wasn't finished talking though. And he was like, I thought you was finished talking, I could respond. And so Melody's like, no, I wasn't finished. I still got some more to say. Like, you ain't gonna sound reasonable right here. I got some more to say. So Martell proceeds to be like, I ain't got time for this. I'm out. And I wish he would have stayed on that level of thinking, because Mel was like, well, you can leave and I'm still talking and you don't appreciate this. And that's why your side chick is a bitch. Or she didn't say all that, but as soon as she said side chick, Martell, that was his trigger, which I don't know why. Y'all divorced. Oh, girl should either be your girlfriend or your baby mama. I don't know why anything Mel says about that woman should trigger you when you all are no longer together. You have the ultimate punishment of your cheatation and baby number 5 making. You got a divorce. So what else is there to argue about? I don't understand for the life of me. Martell comes back in on his rah-rah. I ain't even going to talk about what they were all talking about. Destiny come in trying to break it up. I wouldn't have came in. Marceau came in, bear hugged him. I got my hands on you and I'm not letting you go until we get into the living room. Why do they do that? Like it makes me, the viewer, feel like, does Martell go around and backhand Melanie at the house? Because why are we constraining him like he's gonna fight her? If he's just using his words, just, kind of push him along. I don't understand. But the whole thing, I fought Melody. And Mel, the whole time I'm always on your side. I always have your back. We all say Martell ain't shit. But this is where you are trying to executive produce a show is going wrong. It makes you look petty. This man, for the second time, did not want to argue with you. Now, Martell he needs to learn how to control his anger. Because if Martell would have walked away and never went back and let Melody look like the fool in the room arguing with herself, Martell, you would have won. Because Mel would have been back there looking like an idiot, yelling out things from the bedroom, and you could have been in the living room like, she on one. But by you letting her trigger you, you're feeding into what she wants you to do. She wants you to be angry and to cause a scene on television. And to me, I just wouldn't want, you already let your marriage be exploited on television and all of that. I wouldn't want my divorce. Like, I just don't want to be on TV arguing with somebody every time I see them. I would like to see you all move on in life and see what that storyline is like. Not, we still gonna argue about the same shit from season fucking 1. We still arguing about this bitch from season 1. Let's move on. I said in my notes, I would have been Tisha and Kimmy chilling in the pool. So pool time is over. They dispersed and they coming back. It's time for wilding out with the Whitlows, whatever they called it. It's a game night. This is all production driven. You can't tell me no different that production did not give Tiffany and Lewis these questions to ask in the game, because these questions had to deal with everybody in the group. And it was all shade, just like that reasonably shady shit they was doing in Potomac. This is the same thing. We're looking for certain people to answer the questions one kind of way, because you drink if it's a yes, no drink if it's a no. So question number 1, are you happy sexually? Now this question is aimed at Melody and Martell, because everybody else is married. They having some good times sexually, we would assume, if you're married. We looking at Mel, and I think Mel said, I don't give a fuck if Martell drink or not, I'm drinking. He gonna, if it's true or not, he gonna think that I'm fucking and I'm fucking good. So I wasn't mad at Melody for taking her shot. I can't recall if Marcel drank. The next one is, are you happy in your current relationship? This was set up for Marceau and Tisha because they the ones in counseling. And Tisha is around, this drink is good. Yeah, I'm happy. And everybody else, I don't recall who else drank. But Marceau was being an asshole. And people a little bit tipsy, they ain't paying him attention. So when they ain't paid attention that he didn't drink, he had to make an announcement. Hey y'all, I guess I should drink. I forgot to take a drink. I guess I am happy. And I'm like, if this ain't the fakest shit ever, Tisha, you allow this man to embarrass you every time he gets on television. Next question. Who has been unfaithful? And what I noticed, we all knew Martell was gonna drink, but Marceau ass was drinking a couple. He was like, he probably took a shot for air to each 20 women. Martell said he was fooling around with. Marceau couldn't stop drinking, and since then, Maurice, his brother, noticing that Marceau ass is over there drinking. He was like, "Wait a minute, you talking about ever cheated right now, or if you ever cheated ever?" Because if it's ever, I guess I'll take a drink too. And then everyone, oh yeah, ever. Yeah, we all kind of been unfaithful. And I'm like, don't save your brother. Marceau know what he over there doing. But let's move on. The next question is, who had the most sexual partners in one night? Now this is, Martell's chance to throw it back in Melody's face for drinking on the good sex. Like, yeah, I done had 2 in one night. Melody, remember, I would be with Ariane, then come over home and be with you. I done had 2 in one night. And so we all expected Martell to say 2, and then here come Maurice again. Well, I had 6. I guess I win. Now, if I'm Kimmy, I have questions. And my only question was, did you use protection? A part of me is, if you're crazy enough to do it with 6 in one night, you probably ain't using no protection. You was either drunk or high and just having a good time. But if you were sober enough to use protection with 6 women, we're going to assume that it's all women, in one night, I got questions. If I'm the wife, my husband tell me some shit like that, I want to know what went on. Just the freaky part of me want to know what happened. I want to know, was it an orgy? Did you line them up in a row and hit? Was it a train? Did you actually go to 6 different houses in one night? You had them on a Rolodex like that. Like, if we married and I noticed some shit from the past, I would want to know. Just for the freakiness of it. But they kind of let that go. I wouldn't have let that go. Kimmy, I hope you got some more questions in the bedroom that night. Out of curiosity, I just want to know judgment. No judgment. Do what you do, live how you live. I would just want to know how it went down. Now, Tisha, I guess we tired of playing the game. Tisha was like, well, I've been married 15 years. Y'all come give me some advice on marriage. And I'm like, bitch, you should be giving out the advice. But everybody know they don't want that backwards ass marriage you got. So Destiny is telling everybody, I can't give nobody no advice. And I understood what she was saying, but this is the point of the show where I'm over Destiny. And I think I was talking to somebody on Twitter or YouTube about it. Destiny doesn't have a storyline. Destiny is here just to be Melody and Martell's referee. That y'all paying Destiny for doing nothing, just to come on TV and wear some cute outfits, because Destiny outfits do be cute. I ain't gonna never say Destiny be dressed bad, but Destiny needs to do something further. Like, she and everybody else business, everybody else marriage, getting all the tea from everybody else. I'm with Marceau. Well, you ain't got no advice. Tell us why the man left you then. Like, tell us some of your business. We all spreading our business all over the show to make this a success. Why did that man leave you? Destiny had the stank eye. She was like, bitch, what? I don't know who left who. She did say her only regret was not being able to have a family. Because I believe they probably were separated while she was pregnant and she never got to have mom and dad in the same household. Maybe it's too painful for Destiny. I like Destiny, but I just need her to give me more. She needs to give me more. Because I'm telling you, executive producer or not, I'm over Mel and Martell. But let's move on. Um, I guess they ain't get enough good advice. Tisha now want to be messy. Kimmy, is it okay with you if I ask your husband a question about Kiowa? If I was Kimmy, I would have said, no, bitch. I'm drunk. I ain't got time for your mess. Don't be asking my husband shit about his ex-wife. She the ex. Ask Maurice some shit about me. That's what I would have said. Because it's nowhere good a question about Kiowa can go. But here we go. Maurice. Kiowa told me that when you left, you ain't never give her a chance to try to work it out. And she felt like if you would have stayed and at least worked on the marriage, y'all probably could have worked it out. Do you think if you would have stayed, y'all could have worked it out? Disrespect. Disrespect. Because what you pretty much saying in Kimmy's face is, I like Kiowa. And on the low, she said if y'all would have worked it out, y'all would still be together. So maybe on the low, if y'all get to talking, y'all might can get back together. That's how I took it. That's how I took it. Because why do you care? Like, that's so disrespectful to ask in front of the current wife. See, what Kimmy should have did to Tisha is like, well, hey, Tisha, why you worried about some what ifs? What if you didn't get pregnant when you got pregnant? You think you and Marceau would still be married to this day? See, I would have threw a what if back into Tisha's face. Kimmy let that ride. That's okay. But I think Kimmy made a mental note. Okay, I got you, bitch. Next time. Marceau gave a very politically correct answer, which I 100% believe. Like, when shit is over, it's over. Ain't no point in trying to work some shit out when you done. When you're done. If you done, get out. Ain't no point of being upset, angry, unhappy for the kids. None of that shit. Just be done. So now the girls go with the girls, the guys go with the guys. I'm assuming next week we'll figure out what the guys was doing. I ain't write it down. The girls' night, Tiffany starts up with Tisha. You know, they was talking shit. I don't remember exactly what was going on. But let's just get to the shady shit, because what happened at the beginning of the episode is now at the end. Now, I'm not mad. I'm not really mad at Tiffany asking Tisha these questions, because Tisha sure had enough questions for everybody else. Somebody can ask this child a question. Tisha, what's up with your secret therapy? Your husband say you lack confidence and you insecure. I know Marceau ain't said that about me. Girl, you need to go talk to your husband, because that's not what he said to Lewis on the basketball court. Like, for y'all to be some people that don't really know each other, this is completely inappropriate conversations, completely inappropriate questions to be asking the bitch you really don't know. You only know her from around the way at the Chamber of Commerce. Now, see, next season, season 4, I need whoever is Lewis's ex-wife to come in the picture, and let's figure out if they would have worked it out what they had said. Like, I need some of their tea to come in, because really Lewis and Tiffany are just here to stir up shit. And see, I peeped game. Let me tell you the game I peeped. I wrote it down on the next paper. Well, I wrote down Destiny jump in, she all upset, but I don't care about Destiny. Destiny, be quiet. That's not your business. Just because you don't like Tiffany don't mean you got to jump into every argument to go against Tiffany. Let Tisha fight on her own. Because Tisha ain't jump in when Marceau said, why did that man leave you? Shit, inquiring minds wanted to know. So don't be jumping in for everybody just because you dislike her. But I said, I peep game. I peep game. See what it is. I 100% believe Melody or somebody in production is giving Tiffany instructions on bring up this, talk about this, ask this question to this person. And I feel like Destiny is upset with Mel, because Mel probably asked her to do the same thing to people on the show as well. So Destiny has peeped game that this is Mel's MO. Mel, at the end of the day, is trying. She got a hit show in her hands, and she trying to keep it a hit. So she's bringing on new people to stir up drama, carry bones, whatever you want to call it. Destiny recognizes game because she was like, hold up. I know Mel told Tiffany to do this shit because Mel told me to do the shit when I first started too. So Destiny has peeped game, and that's why she has issues with Mel. Now that's just my conspiracy. I don't know if it's true or false, but that's a little bit of game I peeped because I just don't. It's tiring and it's old. But at the end of the day, Tiffany said some shady shit. She basically was calling Destiny ghetto because she said you done been in Atlanta, Detroit, and Huntsville. She was trying to call her low class because of the city she lived in. And I took a little bit of offense too. Now, I ain't never lived in Huntsville, but I love me some ATL. I used to live in Atlanta for 10 years, and half of my family live in Detroit. Used to be in Detroit every summer. So Destiny was like, don't let the ATL, Detroit, and Huntsville get you dragged. Because Tiffany was trying to be funny, and I was here for the dragation of that comment. And it's like, oh, we not gonna drag people, Tiffany. I mean, Destiny, yes, we are. Because see, this bitch Tiffany don't know me. So since you don't know me, you need to pipe down. Don't be calling out where I'm from, because all of the Detroit, ATL, and Huntsville can snatch you up by that silk pressed hair and drag you across this casino. But we shall see. That was pretty much the end of the episode. You over Tiffany. I'm over Tiffany too. You agree with the game I peeped. I knew somebody would understand. I'm over Destiny too. Like I said earlier, Destiny doesn't give anything to the show. Like, you let Melody use you up your season, and so Melody brought you into the game. Now you're supposed to be spilling your own tea, but you want to keep your lips zipped. So Mel got to bring your tea out. Just answer the questions. Why? What happened in your marriage? If the man cheated, Tiffany done already caught the girl in your outfit. So if the man was cheating, just say he was cheating and you was tired of his ass. We already know that storyline with Mel and Martell. Just tell your story. But you sitting up here just want to play referee, you gonna lose out on the paycheck. And I can already tell by that empty ass beauty supply store, you need a paycheck. But let me stop shading Destiny. That was the end of the episode. Next week has to be better. Oh, next week we gonna see if Marceau actually renews his vows to Tisha or not. I totally agree with the ladies. You know your husband. You know your husband don't like surprises. You should at least tell the man what to wear. At least tell him what to wear, what y'all might be doing. I feel like Marceau is not a public affections type of person. He probably doesn't want to do a vow renewal on TV. I want to say something shady. Like he don't want to signal nothing to his side chicks. I don't know. But ultimately, I think he probably will go through it. I think he probably gonna hesitate, and then he probably do it. I hope he doesn't. I hope he embarrasses Tisha to the bone. He constantly embarrasses Tisha, and Tisha does it to herself. I wouldn't even ask this man to do no shit like that as a surprise. That's what it was. They was trying to shade Tiffany on her surprise wedding. Next season, Tiffany, it's your turn. I want to see the ex-husband and the ex-wife. Let them come drag y'all tea throughout the streets of Huntsville. But that's it. That's all I have to give. I got to get ready to go to my Zumba class. I hadn't been in a few weeks, and I have to go get back into the routine. So thank you all for watching. Go ahead, like I said, hit the like on the video, get in the comments, let me know what you think about this week's episode, and I will see y'all next week for the weekend of reality. So have a good night. Bye.